It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And here we go on Monday Night Football. Returning it from the 4. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And that's good yardage for the new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw from Goff. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Got it deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it's going to be Vikings football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing right away. Pass is caught by Addison. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. First carry here for Aaron Jones. Escapes a defender. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield. first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
McCarthy throwing on third down. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
This one's caught. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. Touchdown, Minnesota. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Here's Reichard, set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jacorian Bennett there for the tackle. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Goff. On the move, headed right. That's caught for the first. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and come right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. 7-0. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Throw complete to Williams. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Throwing again, it's Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Lions the first. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Gibbs now from the gun. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now Goff. Has it down close. Pushing for the end zone. And he lost the football. It's not loose. And in for the Detroit touchdown. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing my old offensive coordinator, Tom Moore, say whoever plays the hardest longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder. You got to play longer than your opponent. And when you get an opportunity, go seize it.
Fox now to kick this one away. Dallas Flowers now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds at the 22-yard line on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here's 2nd and 5. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They send him left out of the slot. Going on 3rd, McCarthy. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. He tries to sneak it, and he gets in. Touchdown! The Vikings take a 2nd quarter lead. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Nevis with a point after. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. forward, set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead with Gibbs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcasting, my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Lions trailing on the scoreboard. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Here's a give to Gibbs. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought down by Javon Hargrave. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go. Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. It'll be another punt. Jack Fox out there once again. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a first and 10. On play action now, McCarthy buying some time left. He's keeping it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got him, that's Addison. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back to the air, McCarthy. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And that makes it 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. Got Williams, and it's complete. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
14.
He's back to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has the connection to Hawkinson. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But if that defense is slowing down, you're going to play. Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception and just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Call that a punt of 47 yards. And the Lions will go on offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And this one does not go far. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
Goff now on 3rd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. He'll throw it. Oh, the backside it downfield. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions start the second half with some needed points. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions tie things up at 14. Fox now to kick this one away. Flowers now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. Got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. And that's completed right side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A gain of 27 yards there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Here's McCarthy to throw. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find it.
He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, it's out. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Right on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Wallace with a return here. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, a couple yards short at the 23. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying again after the pick, McCarthy. He put everything he had into this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down. McCarthy to throw it. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Now McCarthy. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. All the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Vikings getting their punt team out. Has it at at the 37. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And they're going to take over possession. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Launches one deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
We're good. Value three.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a 13-point lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Pretty good lead in hand already. They're still just taking the extra point from the 10. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. Fox now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 39. He's on the move. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Jones gets it. He breaks the tackle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. This one falls incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. McCarthy throwing here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from that trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
McCarthy to throw for it. Getting out to his left. Throwing on the run. Deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough from it. Man in motion here. They'll run here with Jones. Hits the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings now within one score in the fourth. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the gun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the fourth quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Has a left side block with the throw carried him. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, it's Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. On comes Matthew Wright, a lot riding on this kick. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Fox now to kick this one away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got time here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. Escapes the pocket. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Able to find Hawkinson. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Able to find Jones. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception. You got to go get it in that next series. You got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead. You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Still no pressure. Thank God I breathe. Cause I speak is what they need. I tell no lies. We're still up top. We still can't drop what they not. Yeah.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions on their way to their 3rd win of the year. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They send a man in motion. Goff on 3rd. Chased out to his right. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Fields this at the 42. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. Found some space, ended up with 18 on that return. And the Vikings are going to take over with their eyes on the end zone. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Jones reels it in. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. All their timeouts left, but they still need a quick score here. It's 1st and 10. And this is cut for a score. We are not done here yet. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed him.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Setting up to pass. Forced out to his right. He's taking a shot down the sideline. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he will score. And with no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Right on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. The Lions make it a 10-point ball game. Fox now to kick this one away. Wallace with a return here. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on it. They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Escapes out to the left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
On the move, headed right. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions.